Hi 7th graders. In this video you are going to learn how to do your comparison matrix, which is your next assignment. So in the case of this assignment, a matrix is basically a format in which you are going to compare several things. It will be similar to a table in which you enter facts or characteristics of several different countries or continents. So, background knowledge that you need. In this chapter, you've learned about the history of Asia from AD 1000 to 1500. This includes the history of China, Japan, and the Southeast Asian states of Champa, Angkor, and Dai Viet. You should now be able to describe the social, political, religious, economic, and cultural characteristics of each. For this project, you'll be asked to apply this knowledge as you make comparisons between Asia and Europe, which you learned the history of a little bit earlier. So if you've forgotten, you're going to need to go back to those assignments, which give facts about the social, political, religious, economic, and cultural characteristics of all of those Asian countries and of Europe during the time of the years 1000 to 1500, which was approximately 1,000 years ago. So the assignment. You are to compare and contrast the characteristics of Europe, China, Japan, Southeast Asia, during the time period AD 1000 to 1500. So you are going to have to recreate this matrix or this table on your computer. So in the first column, you put characteristics, and you're going to have 5 characteristics: political organization, economic features, cultural elements, and the last 2 characteristics you're going to have to choose on your own. And we'll go over that a little bit more later. So in your second column, you're going to put Europe. Third column is China. Fourth column is Japan. Next column is Southeast Asia, and last column you're going to have similarities and differences. Now, your squares are going to have to be as big as they need to be in order for you to write or type in them. Okay, and you're going to have to write several or type several different phrases or sentences in each one. So, but this is the basic setup of your matrix. So, keep this in mind, and you can rewatch this video over again, and you can stop here and figure out how to do your matrix, how to set it up. Or if you can't figure out how to do it on your computer, you can always get out a ruler or straight edge and start drawing your columns. Be sure, though, to make them big enough for you to write several things in each square. So, assignment continued. So you're supposed to complete the comparison matrix that was in the last slide. In addition to the 3 characteristics that are listed, remember we talked about the political organization, economic features, and cultural elements, you have to fill in 4 and 5. Okay, so we'll go back. Here's some suggestions for you. You must select 2 other characteristics of your choice for comparison. So, for example, you could put trade, or migration, religion, architecture, inventions and discoveries, etc. Or if you find in your lessons something else that you want to compare, you can go ahead and do that. That's your choice. Okay, so you have to pick 2 of these or something else that you can compare all of those countries with each other. Okay, so you will need to recreate this matrix on your own computer, making the squares as big as you need to type your answers in. You will then need to attach it to the assignment or email it to me when you turn in the lesson. So remember, if you've done it on the computer, that's easy to save and attach to the lesson or to an email. But if you have decided to draw it out on a piece of paper, you're going to need a pretty large piece of paper, bigger than notebook-sized paper, I would say. And then you're going to have to either scan it in and upload it to the assignment, or email it to me, or you're going to have to take a picture. And when you take the picture, make sure that I am able to read all of your sentences or phrases that you've entered. Okay? All right, let's go on. How you're going to be graded. Similarities and differences. There are several answers that need to be put into each square. All must be there for full credit. So you're going to go back to your lessons. And let's go back to this matrix for a moment. Okay, you're going to list the political organizations of Europe during the time of 1000 to 1500. Okay, then you're going to list the political organization of China. There may be more than one. Japan, same thing. There may be more than one in Southeast Asia, because this is 500 years that we're talking about. So if there is more than one, then you may not just put one down. Okay, if there is more than one economic feature, which there will be, in Europe, China, Japan, and Southeast Asia, you must list them all in these squares. Okay, then like in the last square, after you've put what the political organizations are for each one, say Europe is different because it has such and such, China has such and such, and Japan and Southeast Asia have such and such. Okay, that's to sum up what the similarities and differences are. It may be that China and Japan have the same political organization at one time. You're going to have to write that. Japan and China had a monarchy at such and such a time. Maybe. I'm just giving that as an example. Okay? And then list the differences with all of the other ones. You must mention each of these in this box, this box, this box, this box, and this box. Okay, let's go back to grading. All right, so like I said, for the similarities and differences squares, you must write a sentence for each country's similarities and differences compared to all of the others. All right, make sure that you look it over and that you finish every square before turning it in. And like I said, answers to this will all be in previous lessons in this unit. It's all there. I promise you. Okay, so if you have any questions, you always contact me. And if you are watching this recording, you must call me for credit. There's both of my phone numbers there. Try both of them, please, before leaving a message. I'm always at one of those numbers between the hours of 8 a.m. and 4 p.m. Mountain Time, Monday through Friday. So good luck with this, and I will talk to you about it later. Goodbye.